What's going on, you guys? Jay here, and welcome back to the channel. So we're diving straight into this one today, which is an XRP video, and honestly, it's been a consistent amount of time since we even spoke about anything XRP related. We've been dollar cost averaging very heavily here on the channel, and I'm probably assuming a lot of you did the exact same thing, and none of this is financial advice. I just like to give you my perspective on the market and really keep you as informed as possible. So like I said, we're diving straight into this one, but don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment on the way out. Something I've been thinking about a lot recently is this grand thesis, the 100x, the 1000x, the 10,000x, if you will. When we look at Ripple, XRP, RLUSD as a whole, we're really looking at the prime product. This is something that can be distributed out to every sector that is currently involved in the financial ecosystem, period. Everything from banks to everyday loans to casinos, we are talking about money. And when we talk about money on an international basis, we really do look at Swift. And what you need to understand right now is XRP is loading up for one of the biggest moves I think we'll ever see in crypto. And I truly do believe that XRP itself, the asset, strictly speaking, is going to outpace Ethereum. It's going to outpace Solana. And I think it could be eventually on par with Bitcoin. I've spoken many times on the channel, this concept, this idea of the Silicon Valley, the internet boom, if you will, and how many search engines there were, how many products there were, to really be ending up with this finite group of individuals, being Amazon, being Google, and Google being absolutely responsible for nearly everything in your life. We're living in different times, and we're going to see a repeat of the dot-com era. And I do believe that XRP is going to be one of those final products that stand the testament of time. And the reason why I believe this is everything that's going on in the United States at the moment in terms of regulation is really driving towards the stable coins. And they're doing this primarily first. They're not going for meme coins, they're not going for DeFi. They're simply looking to regulate stable coins as soon as possible. If you've got a stable environment in crypto, well, then you've got a little bit less volatility there, and you've got more options as someone coming into crypto. As we've seen, a school, I think in Scotland, is going to be accepting Bitcoins, and effectively the price fluctuates up and down. They can get paid in Bitcoin, and then they'll move to a stable asset. They'll sell those coins off, and that is going to be the end result. So when we look at the stable sector, how important it is, the regulations that are coming in thick and fast, all of the signs that Ripple XRP they're giving off at the moment. And this was an announcement, if you will, an informative announcement, came out on April 11th, so around 4 or 5 days ago. And they're going over the benefits of stable coins, how it's faster, smarter, you've got lower cost, you've got more reliable payments, you've got enhanced security. They're speaking about all of the ins and outs of their decentralized product. One of the most important points of any blockchain is reliable data, and that's supposed to be one of the key selling factors of cryptocurrency technology, being blockchain technology. With all of this being said, we are now looking at a situation where XRP is probably one of few products that's going to make it into this new regulatory landscape. And with the Genius Stablecoin Act rolling out, it being on Donald Trump's desk, the president himself needing to have that final say and sway over this being enacted and made regulation. And it is going to. We've seen the signs. Donald Trump himself launching USD1, which is compliant with the Genius Stablecoin Act. Now, when it comes down to this act and being 100% compliant with it, it's going to be key, because this is truly what is going to lead the next step in global adoption. We've all wanted this broader adoption. You want to see your asset used and utilized, and XRP is definitely going to be an asset that's heavily utilized after the Genius Stablecoin Act passes. And like I said, one of the biggest selling points of XRP is definitely its ability to solve the problem of accessible, affordable, real-time data. As I've been saying, this is unique to DeFi. Luna Classic is in itself choppy at times, but the data is reliable because it's being drawn from the well, exactly where the water comes from. If we are to really put that into an analogy for you, effectively, data is being garnered directly from the blockchain. And that is what is a key selling point. This is what everybody that's getting involved internally and externally is going to be looking for. After all, can you really get involved in this new evolving technology if you're shut down like Binance was, like KuCoin was yesterday, with the AWS servers going down? This is a situation that blockchain technology solves. Having a decentralized validator base solves, because everything is processed by the validators, by the blockchain. It's then validated, and the information you are getting is drawn straight from the well where you're going to get the water. I really do believe XRP is going to be moving up drastically once that stable coin regulation comes in thick and it comes in fast, because we are seeing rumors right now. And the latest claim came today from market analyst John Squire, stated that a deal between Ripple and Swift will be announced within the next 7 days. No official confirmation has been provided by either party so far. This would be April 16th and April 21st, could become the two most important dates in XRP history, as they're saying. And this really does begin to fall into this narrative. The moves that are being made in the United States, Donald Trump launching his own stablecoin, pushing that forward, and Ripple XRP being at the absolute tippy top of the spear right now. They have placed themselves in the perfect position, if you will. It's a kind of superposition, because now, yeah, they probably are going to be adopted on a global scale. We are going to see those Swift integrations, because as per the court documents, we know that over 1,000 different banks and financial institutions were given XRP. They were given coins to try and test. Everyone from, like I've said, casinos to ATM machines could probably end up transacting behind the scenes using something like Ripple. And we could see a case where Ripple is integrated and we slowly see Swift knock down a peg, and then, hey, maybe eventually Ripple acquires the Swift technology. Maybe they outpace them. Anything could happen. But again, Ripple XRP and RLUSD is at the absolute tippy top of this spear. As regulation comes in, as this choke point comes in, they're going to be at the forefront of absolutely everything. And if you want to favorite this video, if you want to like it so it's added, and you want to come back to this in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, I could almost guarantee that Ripple XRP and RLUSD is going to lead the next phase of this cycle. It's going to lead the future of innovation in the financial sector, in the crypto ecosystem, because effectively, yeah, by law, they are not a security. By law, they are a cryptocurrency, and RLUSD falls in line with these new regulations. And they can, like I said, outpace everybody. They've got a big head start, and that head start is going to benefit Ripple XRP greatly. And we are going to see ourselves as XRP holders benefit from this entire process. We looked at that trend line that had been forming for a considerable amount of time previously, and it was something we focused on quite heavily. There was a lot of strength behind this trend line. Well, we've blown out of that trend line, and I do believe now it's going to start a massive accumulation phase. I think a lot of people are going to try to grab XRP as this information becomes more available and more people pick up on exactly where this thing's going. I'm very bullish and always have been on Ripple XRP, and we didn't cover it much because we were so happy with our position. We had seen exactly what we had explained on the channel play out. I think Japan's going to play a major role in the broader adoption that's being rolled out with SBI Remit, and really just working in tandem with the United States. We're going to see a lot of action coming from XRP this year, and I really don't think we've seen anything in regards to a big pump. We're going to get the finalization of the court case, and everything is truly going to be done and dusted soon, and then it is going to be down to what XRP Ripple has to offer as a product. And right now, that's RLUSD, and it looks like it's going to dominate this new regulatory landscape. But let me know what you guys think. Drop a like, subscribe if you like this content. If you want to see more, let us know in the comment section. It's really going to help us out. And just stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one.